2, 1. Again, if you guys are just joining us, we always join from ID1, Great Temple. If you want to join with us, hopefully you'll get in the same mobs as us. We can chat and be buds.
Lemon was the dervish on We Are Here to Fail in the last match, the team that won.
Oh,
Congratulations, Lemon.
You out Dervish Cannon. Well done. Well done.
So it looks like pretty classic triple melee on Queen and Country. And a little more of a split-oriented build with the Fire Alley on EST.
I'm really sad that classic triple melee involves 2 dervishes.
I am too. But I mean, they do a lot of damage, so.
Yeah, and this is just a straight up damage meta. But with the flux.
EST moving early, Fire Alley off, trying to make play. He's trolling down at the bottom. What is this other one? So they got a Water Alley and a Fire Alley, so it seems like they're the kind of a skirmish team here, which can be pretty effective on Jade.
Yeah, I think Water Alleys are amazing on Jade.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought that was an Invoke Alley. I guess it's a Water Alley. That is really good then. I like it a lot.
He did just get destroyed by that Dom Mesmer right there.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna receive most of the Dom Mesmer hate this game.
Especially if Arclight's gonna be splitting.
With the Water Alley and the Fire Alley with Heal Breeze combined, those two Alleys are really good on Jade, I think, because of the Coral. You can snare the other team in the Coral and make them take a lot of extra damage, and the Fire Alley can just go through the Coral whenever he wants with the Heal Breeze and be totally fine.
And you can see how EST, this is a very experienced guild, so you can see from their positioning, they have their Fire Alley down between the 2 porters at the base, and then you can see their Ranger near the bridge, so they always have kind of a skirmish guy ready to go in multiple areas of the map, ready to exploit whatever opens up. Meanwhile, the triple melee, very straightforward, run on damage one of your melee guys when you're fighting this build, and you just try to push forward and see if you can get an opening with your pressure. I think they're really down on flags right now though. As you can see, Max is already waiting to just overcap this warrior.
Yeah, that's another reason why this Water Alley is really good, is they're just going to be able to get so far ahead on flags because of it.
I guess he's holding the flag. A warrior holding the flag makes absolutely 0 sense. In case anybody is watching, trying to get into GB. That was kind of dumb. I mean, the reasoning is that they're behind on flags and they're going to wait and run down the time.
The only reason...
character that needs to use his weapon holding the flag is just really dumb.
The only reason I would be okay with that is that if they were the spike build and there was another melee as well, and they could try to spike out the flagger, but they're not a spike build, they're a pressure build, so that was just dumb.
So they're running with offense, so they have 0 chance of killing and stand right now. Of course, as I say that, I'm sure they'll get a kill somewhere. But theoretically, they have very small chance of getting a kill when they're running with damage.
I mean, like, EST is just going to be so far up on flags with their Water Alley that I really think that this Ranger on Queen and Country just needs to start pushing EST's flagger at all times.
Arclight really got caught there. That was unfortunate for him. He had been doing really well.
He had a prop monk next to him who healed somebody else.
Yeah, but I don't think he should be like in the Coral right there as that Fire Alley.
Yeah. He's sitting there casting on 40-40 set with the dervish that hitting him. Okay, now he's in the shield set finally.
No, I think that was a misplay by the monk. The monk was in position, like they knew he was there. He was holding a ranger and a flagger, and the prom monk just let him out to dry, like standing right next to him. I don't know if he got dom-mezzed, but you gotta burn a skill to save your guy there. Even if you have diversion on you.
Especially your main splitter, you really don't want DP on him.
Yeah, like I think the prom monk was at fault there. Like, he was clearly in range of the prom monk the entire time he was out there.
Leave it to Phil to blame the monk.
I
like blaming my allies too. It's never the warrior's fault though. It's mainly
So I
warrior.
mean, EST is just all over QC's flagger. I think they're playing this game a lot more correctly, even though they did just make a mistake there with Arclight dying. But they are just completely on top of QC's positioning
QC's
otherwise.
not playing poorly though. I mean, Los Topos just made a good play there, kind of ran Arclight back away from where he wants to be before he moves in for the flag, although now he's getting completely chased.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Espirito responds, which he's going to go through the bottom.
QC,
But he's going to
you're
get
right,
trolled
QC,
by the Ranger.
You're right that QC isn't playing poorly, but I think they're playing too passively. Like they aren't really actively trying to make any plays, and that's gonna catch up to them eventually.
They're
If
playing
EST
very
keeps
reactive,
making all
right?
these plays. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this could be a huge kill here. That was really well done, well coordinated there. Good interrupts on Espirito, and just got Los Topos killed.
Yeah, really smart that they're just satisfied with that one kill and they just exit right away to not risk anything.
This is the classic Ranger versus Flagger battle. It's never fun as a Flagger.
It's never fun to watch either.
It's true. You see Rotten trying to keep him from going to his footman, and here comes Max Meadle. I think he's going to try to ball up the footies here, or he balls them up and then doesn't hit them.
Oh, Ranger and
I guess there's
fire early.
four right there.
Pretty mean.
You see, Arclight's got an opportunity here to make something happen, yeah, and he's going to take it. So you see the Ranger kind of push the Flagger over to the footman area, and then snare him, and that opens up the split for the Fire Ellie who's going to go in here and try to kill a knight.
He should be getting this knight.
Yeah, if you knew how to meteor the hill stick, you would have got two of them maybe. There we go.
It's a well-coordinated play from
Yeah, that was
EST.
well done.
I'd say it's slow, but split action speeds up the more progress you make.
So basically, QC here needs to decide if they want to kill their split or just dedicate defense to deal with their split and really push in the stand. And I think they're going to have a hard time killing the stand. So I think they really need to be able to, you know, force CST back a little so they have room to collapse on the split.
Generally get
As
their
I say,
wave of
like,
pressure in right here.
this guy needs to be using weapons.
Life is probably not one you want to be using when your team is not very living.
I mean, when you're QC and you're deciding that you aren't really going to be splitting at all, you need to make the decision. Either you're just going to hardcore try to kill their monks and send defense back to the split, or you're going to DP out the other team's split. And it seems like they're kind of waffling in between that right now and not really making a decision, and they think they need to if they want to keep playing
Well, at the
the
same
way they're
time,
playing.
EST has a Ranger stand now, so they're... Okay, now he's trying to... But basically, the Ranger and the Ellie were in their own base way too long, so QC didn't have to respond with any offense. So EST just ate their entire offense for a while. It's not what you want. Which is why they took so much pressure.
But Hunter is Ezreal or Zian. He tried to make a nice big play there and split into the other team's base, and we always like to see big plays, but he hung around a little too long and got caught by those two splitters. And that's what Fire Ranger can just capitalize on mistakes so fast and just crush you with snares and DMG.
You don't want to be the guy trying to split. Like, right now, I guess QC wants to split aggressively, but that's not going to end well. Because
Looks like
EST has a higher move control. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's just barely saved.
They might be able to turn this now. Espirito's there as well. This is going to be a 3-on-3 with only flaggers for healing. And actually Espirito's just
Espirito
running
needs to
away
get his
through
flag in,
Coral.
though.
There could be some deaths here for QC. They're caught in Coral. Floor is moving over though to be a prop monk up on that ledge. That's what I like about Jade. Like that Coral just puts damage on people and opens things up.
Yeah. Looks like both teams are going to stabilize here, though. Maybe.
Arclight making
Spirit
another big play.
He's
Their
got a
flagger
good
is nowhere
rush
around.
here. I don't know if
It's only a
yeah,
ranger
he
back.
can't kill without that with that ranger on him. And he's
Yeah,
gonna be going
probably
through
not.
coral here. It's gonna be dangerous. He's got his heal breeze up though. He's gonna save him.
As long as he's able to maintain heal breeze, he should be perfectly fine, even through coral.
If he gets rod gorts off, that's also gonna help because it's 119 health. Oh, here comes a dervish.
Oh, now he
That's
might be in trouble.
Oh, zipping through. Men touch. Doesn't get the deep wound.
Deep wound. He should be okay. He needs to just keep casting. Yeah.
It's good experience there. I mean, if you have Aura of Restoration, it's like, yeah, you're taking a lot of damage and stuff, but you just got to keep casting to live. Keep using your skills.
Yeah, that's an easy mistake that early Mind Blast players don't realize. Like sometimes it's better just to man up and start casting in their face. It will live a lot longer.
Yeah, the amount of healing that our restoration does when you're casting it's really, I don't think a lot of people realize how much it does. Or not realize, but you just kind of forget about it. But I mean, Rodgort's heals for, what is it, like 100 something? It's a
Yeah.
lot.
And Arclight has a huge break right here. Looks like both teams are making breaks. That's what we like to see, big plays. The whole map just V'd out away from the flag stand towards bases.
The rich should get here in time, but the knights
Should,
yeah, they're there in time.
indeed. Yeah, that heal Sig is gonna save the day. So meanwhile in the other base,
And they're wiping.
That's kind of weird.
I'm not sure what these dervishes were doing. They did.
I'm not sure what just happened there, but I saw
Super split.
2 knights on him. And QC does not want to force a split it. They just don't have the build for it. Well, I mean, they can. It's definitely within the possibilities of them, but it's just, they're not going to do it versus that water ally. Or
Yeah.
effectively, at least. Because the water ally, it can either fall back and snare the split, or snare the response trying to save the split. I mean, it's just not good. And you can see the consequences here.
I'm really surprised that EST let a knight die though. They had their prop monk and Rit there.
I guess it is just what you said earlier. Like it's just so hard to keep knights alive when they're balled up against dervishes.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't even have their full team there to kill the knight. It was just
Yeah.
like half
You'd
of
think
it,
just-
so I'm still pretty surprised.
It can't be energy because you'd burn every piece of energy you have to save that knight. Especially in that situation where your team's probably not going to take much pressure. Which they're not.
Also, EST just boosted, even though they're in their base. It's just a split doing work.
QC is not in a good position here.
Yep, definitely not. They have a ranger running flags now.
Arclight's collapsing too.
No, he's
I don't know, it
actually
looks like he's gonna go back to the base. QC hasn't had enough yet. They're going in for some more. Going deeper, going bigger.
Well, I think QC's idea here is to try to get the flag out.
Instead,
I have no idea how this
Esperito
happened.
in a lot of trouble. Yep. So, with their party healing down and being trapped in the other team's base, and I mean trapped right now. They got Coral one way, they got a Crypt Shot the other way. We'll see if they can get
Yeah.
out of this without more death, but it's gonna be tough. Both their monks are caught behind too. They've just completely abandoned these guys. Oh, the floor? I mean, Dirty Pool's getting out pretty easily, as is Floor.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little more leeway for QC to go in and out of EST's base, just because EST has a more split-oriented build. They don't have as much damage output as QC does, I don't think, when they're 8v8.
Well, EST has a strong split into their base now with no response.
That too.
I mean, they're losing the game here. I mean, they have a healer.
Yeah, almost their entire base is
water
cleared
ally.
now. And more team has showed
The
up.
flagger basing helped a lot though.
They do have a water ellie here though. Kind of do some snares. I notice you see the water ellie pushing the other team's base like this. Did that archer run all the way from the ward room down and die out there? It's really unfortunate.
Archers do some weird thing.
PSC splitting is in a bit of danger, but I think they're gonna be able to get out of this one pretty effectively. Meanwhile, in
Yeah.
their own base,
And now you have Arclight, who collapsed on the split. I mean the stand team. I don't even know. It's 4-4 now.
these dice are just beasting Los Dopos right now. They're very angry with him.
Yeah, QC's base team is in some trouble. This Mesmer is really trying to shut down that fire alley. He's doing a good job actually. It's probably saving them for the time being. Oh,
And as you
only
say
do
that,
so long.
bam death.
So that's a good collapse.
Oh, big interrupt on Guardian. Floor's gonna be in some trouble here. He needs a warding or he's gonna drop. I think that's Resilient that went on him.
Alright, they might stabilize here. QC really
Still
needs a flag
stabilizing
out.
without the flag.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
all
one of their
together again
dervishes
now.
is off running
They might
it.
be okay.
Actually, no. Yeah, he is running it. Did not notice that their flag was on the bridge.
Looks like
Interesting.
Arclight wants to make an escape here again. There he goes.
That's the right play. Like, he
Exactly
needs
the
to
right play, for
move
sure.
things around.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd agree with that.
He got back, got the saw his window was closed and left again. It's exactly what you want to be doing with this split character.
Really
You
good
need to
play
get a
by
flag out
Rotten
now,
too, keeping QC's flagger in check while Arclight tries to split off. It
Yep.
looks like they wanted to try to go for the kill on him.
Though QC finally got that flag out, which actually is significant. Oh, and Arclight could call it.
Oh, wow.
Big kill
That's
there on
not
Arclight.
good for them.
It's at their time.
QC's in probably the best spot they've been in for a long time. You know, they have a flag
Right.
capped. I know their bars aren't that great, but they might be able to hang in there. And if they can get a boost, that'd be really good. They've also run EST off of, I was about to say they ran him off the body, but Rotten was able to get him up, it looked like.
So
Arclight
definitely-
really needs... Sorry, go
Alright.
ahead.
they're running on the dervish here. I don't really agree with that. But I think this is gonna cause QC to collapse fully on the flag.
It should, yeah. It looks like they are.
But it might
But
at the same
they-
time get them out of the base, which is something EST would really like. Can he dodge this?
Dodge that pin down? Oh no.
Too hard. He's in a bit of
Times when
trouble
micro
now.
makes a huge amount of difference.
That's
Yeah,
a
he didn't
rough
get the
kill
flag.
there.
Alright, so we're seeing a pretty big turnaround here.
This is going to be really tough for them to get a flag out now. QC is in a really good position to stop it. I mean, really the only thing Arclight can do is what he's doing right now, going through the portal and trying to get the flag out that way. Looks like he's going to be able to cap the flag maybe? Oh, maybe
He's
not
gonna cap
even.
and die.
Ah,
I would
he's
cap
turning
and
around
die.
now.
It would be worth it.
I don't think he would have been able to make it, even to cap it.
He's gonna die anyway.
Well, he's
gonna
dying
leave it.
anyway. So he might as well try to die. I mean, cap
I would not have kicked that flag.
it. Yeah,
That'd be
That
fine
flag
at
was in a
least.
bad place for EST. It was stuck in coral. But
so
QC, pretty dominant position right now.
yeah, EST just took like 10 deaths trying to get one flag out. Definitely not worth it. Sometimes you gotta give up on the flag.
Yeah, someone in a Zer chat made a good
Hayes
point.
probably
Arclight does have quite a
I
bit of
do
DP
not.
now, which is gonna suck for him trying to split.
Yeah,
But looks like they're gonna make another break here.
it's really at 30.
I mean, there's not much else they can do besides kill this archer. I mean, they're gonna have to get a really big breakaway to kill the Guild Lord. Looks like they're going for it though.
yeah, Arclight's dead again.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna get the Lord. That's a lot of DP on him now, which that's really
Probably
unfortunate.
Yeah,
45.
this was
Yeah.
an attempt at a big play, and we love big plays, but sometimes they don't work out.
They think they're good, but they not.
Basically.
Well, look where their water Ellie is. Like, he just... I know he snared 2 people and he almost killed them because their monks made a huge break to save the Guild Lord, which is the right thing to do, but...
So that was a desperation play in the time where I don't think it was necessary quite yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
They just need to reestablish movement.
I mean,
Like that?
EST definitely needs to be splitting regularly still, but they don't need to be going that hard into the base trying to like kill the Lord or anything right now.
It is hard though. I mean, QC's in one of their like all-in spots where they're either going to be all-in pushing or all-in
This guy's
defending.
really trying really hard to kill himself before.
He was successful. Give the man some props.
So Arclight should be leaving again right now. It looks like he got his speed buff interrupted, but there he goes.
Seems to be smart about it. Running a flag probably is going to draw a lot of attention.
It looks QC's Ranger's back already to stop him.
The Ranger at this point can kill him. I think he's at 45.
I think with the Healing Breeze he can't, but if he gets one interrupt on a Healing Breeze, he should be able to kill him, yeah.
He's going to get collapsed
game.
on though by a Dervish and just get slain.
He can't do it.
QC's playing this really smartly now, I think. Like, the one thing they have to worry about is EST making any kind of big breakaways, and so they're really hesitant about, or they're really on top of it, so.
And EST just has to move all their damage around, basically. You know, the warrior.
Yeah.
That need to move around. Like, maybe keep the water early back and the monks for defense. But
I would like to see, like, Arclight and Rotten kind of moving towards those front bridges, and then have your water alley troll anybody that goes after your melee that goes through the porters. I said though, they're getting a bit of pressure in here, but I don't know if they have the finishing power. Oh, big meteor there.
yeah, the
This
warrior.
is every
definitely
death
needs
on
to start
EST
moving
right now.
Yeah, they're in a rough spot.
At this point EST just really needs to get lucky, I think. But, I mean, QC's playing really well. They're playing really smart about defending this.
60 outside of the base.
Yeah. Is it
Unless they
60?
boosted
Has
one.
EST gotten any kills? No. He's
Okay.
really close to 60. At least, like,
Well, he was at
50 something.
10%, wasn't
Yeah, he might have
Oh,
been at 10,
maybe.
so he might be at 50 now.
He's probably around 50 at this point.
He's
'Cause,
not
I mean,
healthy.
Either way, he's dying really fast regardless.
he? They're also quite
So
trapped in their base.
Yeah, at this point you have to do some kind of weird body block maneuver out the portal. But you're gonna get blown up, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they have a lot of DP. Even with a body block, I think they might just die instantly.
So, you basically have to hope. I mean, you still have to make the play, and hope for a misplay by QC.
I don't think sitting in the base here is gonna do them any good.
Well, I
No.
think they're trying to buy time until they can set up a play. Maybe get some pressure from the knights that are about to die.
There's only one light left.
No,
Oh wait,
they have
no,
both
there's
up.
two. Could have
Monks are
sworn
doing
I
a good
saw
job.
one die earlier.
QC's actually taking some pressure.
I'm
Taking a lot
taking
of
warrior
pressure.
death here. Oh, he's so low. He wild throws. Don't know if that's gonna save him. Good job there. Get on that heal monk right now. Their team's really hurting. You get on the heal monk. Big meteor on the heal monk. And Rod
Oh, there
goes
you
for
go.
the finish.
There we go.
Now, if you can sustain this pressure and get a time kill, like that's what you need. Well, not a time
Yeah,
kill,
they-
but you bounce somebody.
Yeah, they need to base somebody or full life somehow. And if QC is able to keep resing, they should be fine because they keep boosting as well.
But it looks like they kind of
In fact,
stabilized as well.
Yeah, they're just about to boost again too, so...
Is now the
I mean,
time
they
to
have
try to make a
opportunity.
play?
Well, not the times to try to time this monk. Yeah, they tried, but Monk had Dark Escape up and they knew it was coming.
Now if you're QC, you're definitely looking for that play, right? Well, they're really focusing these knights right now.
I mean,
can
ESC's obviously up in lower damage right now, but QC can pump out 1 trillion lower damage in 30 seconds.
Looks like Rotten was just trying to make a big play there. And just kind of got caught out. That Ranger's doing a really good job right now for QC.
Now,
He's patrolling
you have
these
to keep in
splits
mind,
well.
I think EST does have more lord damage at this point, so QC is going to have to push all the way up in there and get some lord damage at some point
that's
in the
not a
next
problem.
3 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't
EST
think it
has
is.
to get damage out to at least drop a monk to have a chance of wiping them out of the base when they have to push
I guess
up.
that is a play though for EST. I mean, they know that QC is going to have to push in for war damage, and that's going to be their chance to get some of their own damage out
There
without
goes
being
one of
followed by
QC's
dervishes
dervishes right
slaying
now.
them.
No,
Okay.
he's not getting on the lord though.
And they do have a water alley who's really
What was
good
that
at
dervish
kind
doing?
of messing somebody.
That
What are you
was
doing,
a pretty big
Whoop
throw.
Whoop?
Looks like a panic
That-
play.
That was not good. QC has this in the bag. Like, they don't need to panic.
Yeah.
Like, they have, like, probably 20 seconds of lord damage, even less, wins them the game. Like, they don't need to push up this early.
Yeah,
They're,
yes,
they're
there they
pushing
go,
for
there
it,
they
and
go.
EST's going to respond by running out their own damage.
This is
Yeah.
the 100% correct response by EST to go split right now as soon as they start
Arthur should
getting
go
on the
too.
lord.
I know he's at 60, but just go, man.
Yeah,
This
there's
water
no
alley's doing a
point.
huge job right now. Look at him snaring that flagger. Oh, the Dom Mesmer follows him. Well done by the Dom Mesmer to power block. I think that was power block. I just saw a big interrupt. And he's not casting anymore.
Rotten really should have
This
been on
warrior.
that flagger too. He's still in the base for some reason.
Yeah, he's trying to provide pressure as his arc light, but we'll see. I mean, they might get this monk here. He's dying to knights.
Well, I think at this point, the warrior needs to fall back on this flagger for EST.
Huge blunder there by the water alley. He freezing gust when the hex was still on. Now this monk got a bit further along.
Yeah, if this flagger dies now, they could end the game.
That
Oh, wait, no,
warrior
they-
needs to
they're
Dirty
get on
Pull's
the
almost
side.
there.
I mean, if they
This
killed
water
that
alley's
flagger,
doing a pretty good job stopping him.
if they killed that flagger before the monk got back, then that would have been
He's
pretty
still
big.
snared. Like, he's still in trouble.
Yeah, they need to kill this. They can actually kill the guild lord very easily, but they're trying to win on lord damage, which might happen. It's gonna be close.
Entourage is playing pretty big here. They finally got that guy back up so that they're breaking it more. Still see a
QC brought
decent
their-
amount of zero.
So, yeah, they're gonna wipe inside the base. So QC not doing not doing well.
They might have enough time now to get more lord damage than QC if they're wiping in their base.
Well,
QC did get...
EST
QC
not doing super hot themselves.
Yeah.
Max
It's-
Metal, like, I don't know, you gotta get back in there, don't you? I mean, oh, he's trying
Yeah,
to death
It's trying
pad.
to death pack.
He's not gonna do it. Just go in.
Oh, he's going for it. Yeah, you gotta just start
Yeah,
getting some
you
damage,
just need to
whatever it
go in.
takes. And this is all bonus damage, they're not getting any in response. I think EST has this.
Dude's.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Yeah, they might. They made that earlier
I-
push to kill the guild lords, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, there we go.
They just,
there
I
EST
mean,
goes.
in retrospect, they played that pretty well. I mean, they made their dash for lore damage at a good time. They coordinated it really well. They weren't confused at all. When QC pushed in, they responded perfectly. They weren't like, oh, let's just try to wipe them, which is something you saw a lot when the tiebreaker first came in, and the other team would push in for lore damage. You just hear like, let's wipe them, which is not the right play. He responded with damage. So well disciplined by them.
I think QC pushed way too early.
Yeah, you want to make it so that the fact that they have to run to your base is a pretty big detriment.
I mean, the only reason EST was able to escape their base was the fact that QC kind of ran past them to get to the guild lord, and so they
Yeah.
gave the opportunity for them. If they
That's
just
a
stay in
panic play.
position, yeah.
I mean, it's gold
your
trim in
stream is
2011
lagging a
on the
little
line.
bit when I was watching it.
2011. Oh, 2011. Alright.